All right, guys, we now have our color palette. It is time to explore the visual direction we would like to take with this brand. Okay, I have few keywords in mind. I want the brand to be fun. I want the brand to be young. I want the brand to be eccentric, electric. You want to start your day with a delicious and spicy egg sandwich that will just be memorable for the rest of the day. So that brand needs to leave a lasting impression of, oh, I had a good time at Revolution this morning. I want to come back again and again and again. It's playful, it's joyful, and it's fun. So that's pretty much the keywords I'm shooting for. All right, so again, we are going to search in different places for finding our visual inspiration. And what I'm looking for is characters, graphics, visual elements that will work and help me work my way to creating a logo, to creating that visual identity for Revolution. Okay, so I'm going to be searching in two different places. The first one is the good old Google. Okay, let's go back to Google Image. Okay, let's go for Google Image, clear that search. And my next search is going to be the following one: logo for an egg sandwich business. I'm trying to be precise here because I feel like it's time for me to start narrowing down and see also what's out there. Like, is there any good logos for an egg sandwich business that could be a reference for me? Like something I can bounce off, like to realize what's out there. And the process will be exactly the same as for the color palette. I will be just browsing and exploring and screenshotting anything that I find inspiring, interesting, or even remotely interesting, to be honest, because more is better when it comes to visual inspiration. So I'm not gonna show you every single step, but I'm gonna tell you which ones caught my eye right here on this result page. First of all, this one right here, because it's simple, it's minimalistic. I like the colors, they correspond to my color palette that I just created. So this one went to my inspo board. This one right here, egghead burritos. Okay, this one, very cool. I like that. So yeah, also when you click on a photo in Google Image, you can see more of like similar photos. This one I also brought over to my visual board for inspiration. Coming back here, this one is interesting, the three Eggmigos, because it has some personality to it. So like that, made it to my board. Let me close that. Keep scrolling. So there was another one with a sandwich. So this one, it's a little bit boring, which is something I'm trying to avoid with this brand, to be mainstream or boring. But I like the idea we see a sandwich actually being made right here. These are interesting right here, the omelette sandwiches, because they are actually more resemblance to my actual sandwich. My actual sandwich is a messy sandwich. It looks something like this, or something, maybe this is clean, this is too clean. But yeah, the sandwich is quite messy. It's not like this one. This one is more like scrambled eggs. Mine is more like an omelette type of sandwich, but it's a little bit messy. It kind of looks, I don't know, I cannot find one. Maybe something like this, I don't know, but it's very juicy. It looks messy, but also delicious. So this is pretty much what I see right here, what caught my attention straight away. But there is something else that I saw. Like this one is one of my favorite ones that I've seen so far, that I have screenshotted. And I see that this one comes from 99 Designs, which is a website that I know, that I've used previously. And this website is kind of like a marketplace where you can find graphic designers. And this title right here, Egg Logos, 171 plus best egg logo ideas. So definitely this is a place where I want to go and dig some more. Okay, so I'm going to click on that link and this will lead me here. And I have, you see the Eggmigos, it comes also from the same website. So here I have some egg logos and they are all kind of gathered in the same place. So this is a great place for me to source more inspiration. I definitely want to see more of these egg logos. This is not too bad. I like the simplistic, kind of childish style of like the characters. I kind of want to go that direction with my logo as well. So we'll see how we go. Pixel art, this also could be an interesting visual direction, but I'm a little bit scared that this one will quickly go kind of out of date, out of fashion. It might be a fad right now, like this retro pixel art. I'm not sure, but I'm not gonna take the risk. This one definitely screenshot and brought over to my mood board because it's simple. I like the reflection of the egg with this white, I would say, shadow here. It's not a shadow, it's the opposite of a shadow, the highlight in my egg yolk. I like how simple and sleek this one looks. Very cool. Let me have have a good look at it at a bigger scale. Yeah, this is really cool. Like I like this effect in the egg. All right, let me come back to this result page and see quickly if there is something else that could work for me. The egg witch, like sandwich, egg sandwich. Okay, fresh egg and co. That's not too bad. I like the typography, pretty cool. So I could bring that as well. Yeah, I don't think the hatch thing is pretty cool. Also kind of like same color palette. You see like white, black, and this egg yolk color. This works, like this always works. This one is cool too, clever, digital, maybe more for like a marketing agency or a digital agency. Yeah, so this kawaii style, this could work for me actually. Oh, this is cool too. The egg and the omelette or the wrap like going hand in hand, like next to each other, walking as a pair. This is very inspiring. Could bring that over. All right, let me come back to Canva, to my mood board right here, which is really a presentation deck. But these are the logos that caught my attention, or at least for what I could find on Google and then on 99 Designs, this website that kind of curated a bunch of these visuals that I really like. All right, let me show you another way to search, another place for inspiration in terms of visual direction, visual identity, characters, and just plain old like visual elements for my design. And that place is none other than Canva itself. Canva has a very large element library, and we should definitely take advantage of that library as designers. So the way we are going to search Canva is to simply go to the Elements tab right here, and I'm going to type and start searching for egg logo. Okay, egg logo, and I'm going to filter by graphics. Okay, so you see graphics, I'm going to click on see all from here. And from here, I'm just going to start adding to my page a bunch of different visuals that I find interesting. This one right here caught my attention because it's simple, like it's a simple line, so it won't be very difficult to recreate, but also it has this very childish drawing to it that makes the egg, that transforms the egg into a likable character, okay? Very simple, like 2 dots and a half moon right here, and that's it. And then you have your visual. This one is cool too. You see where I'm going, the visual direction, like it looks like it's gonna be an egg with a face. Okay, so this is cool. Let me see if I continue scrolling before I refine the search. This is cool. I like that. So you see what I'm doing here. Everything that inspires me, that kind of goes the direction I'm looking for. This bacon is also cool. Let's add the bacon here. Maybe we'll need bacon one day in our visual identity. These eggs could be interesting as well. We see some moving elements right here. Oh, the Canva logo appears in the egg logo. So yeah, let me come back to my favorite one, which is probably this one right here or this one right here. So let me find them back in the library. And if you lost them, it's okay. You can search from here. So I want to show you, once you have an element, let's say I don't have this anymore, okay? I lost them. Let's pretend the recently used is not there. But you have your element on your page, this one right here. So if you want to go back to the keywords of this element, you will want to select it first, and then use the 3 little dots, the more button, and go to your info right here. Click on info, and then you should have the information about this cute cartoon. So cute, funny egg character, vector hand-drawn cartoon, kawaii character, illustration icon, egg character concept. So this is a keyword filled description that is going to be very useful for me to find more of the same. Okay, or I could just use the button here that says find more, like this. If I click here, Canva is going to populate my feed here with more of the same. And you see, it's the same guy. I can find more of the same guy. So I'm just going to reduce the size of all of this to make more room in my board here, in my mood board, and just try to find more, like explore. This character has different poses, so this is pretty cool. I like the tofu right here as well. Let me see if I can find, oh look, there's one which is shaped like a heart. I really like that, so I'm gonna make it bigger. These two could be a little bit smaller and join their friends right here in my inspo board. Okay, there's this one that can carry a message, also pretty cool. I like this one as well. You kind of like have peeled the top of his head, the shell of the egg. So yeah, this is pretty nice, to be honest. Oh, I see this one with bread. Oh, look at this. Now we are talking. I have this visual right here that represents a bit more clearer what I'm trying to go for. So an egg and a slice of bread, aka an egg sandwich. So this could work very well. So definitely leaving that on my inspo board. I have this one as well. This one is cute. I like that. I have this that is pretty cool too. It's a quite different visual in terms of the style. Let me flip this one so it looks inside. There you go. So you see what I'm doing here. I'm just like taking inspiration. I like this omelet as well. Come in, there you go. Just taking some inspiration and just dumping it into my brainstorm mood board right here. Like I don't really filter what I'm thinking about. I just go for it, okay? And once I find something cool, like these two holding hands, I can use the 3 little dots right here and see more like this. I always want to go see more like this. The chili, told you, my sandwiches are quite spicy, so I could go and use that and just search for them. Just see if you can find more of the same. This one right here, it's pretty cool. All right, so I believe, oh look, we have this one. This one is actually better because it's the heart-shaped egg and the slice of bread. Okay, you know what? This one is probably the one that most represents my concept. I like that it's shaped like a heart because the world needs more love. And I like that it holds hand with a slice of bread, kind of like referring to my sandwich. So I think this is good enough for me in terms of the logo inspiration. This is where I want to go, okay? Some sort of variation of this. And you will see in the next lectures how I will very soon start using AI. I know the title of this class is Branding with AI, so don't worry, I didn't forget about the AI part. This is just the prepping part, okay? The visual direction. And I haven't been using AI that much so far because when it comes to visual inspiration, they're not quite there yet. You can generate some visuals with DALL-E or with Midjourney or even Canva, but I feel like it's still easier for me to search in the Canva library than try to generate these inspiration with an AI tool. But we will definitely start using them soon, especially now that I have a very clear direction for my logo, this one right here. Now, I feel like there is one last thing I probably should be thinking about is, oh, I also like this one. How cute is that? Let me bring this one to the mix because this is an important one, okay? So bacon and egg and toast. Yeah, like the perfect combo, right? Okay, what I was saying is that maybe we need some backgrounds. Every time I look around, there's another one. Okay, let's bring this one, put it here. I had this little spot for this guy right here. I'm gonna flip it. Okay, good, no more. I'm done, okay? Promise me, refrain me from adding more. Okay, so backgrounds. I feel like now that we have some visuals, we should probably start thinking about, yeah, some interesting background. And the direction I would like to take for my branded background is also like fun, colorful, maybe pastel colors that would go well with these characters, like these kawaii characters. So let's try to find that. So I'm gonna search for colorful background pattern, colorful pattern background. Let's see, colorful pattern background, and I'm gonna search for photos this time. So I feel like this is too much. Definitely the geometric is not gonna fit my style. Something like this with the rays. Let me see here, orange color abstract pattern. Abstract, I like the word abstract. So maybe we go for this. I'm gonna colorful abstract. You see how I'm just adding more of the keywords to my search? This is cool. I like that, but that's too many colors. Let me try to understand what I actually liked about this thing right here. Maybe I can search more like this. Yep. Okay, I think I understand now. Is this pattern of the light rays? Is that called anything like sunbeam pattern? Okay, yellow texture with sunbeam pattern background. Let's see more like this. Okay, yes. Definitely. So now I can see like stuff like this could work. Let me right click on this visual and set that as my background. Yeah, I could see this. Let me copy this and just paste it right there. Yeah, there you go. So now I'm starting to see where this brand could go. Kind of like disco, kind of like really funky, contrasty. Green is not in my color palette, but I could definitely find some yellow ones that look like so. Let's try. Let's copy the logo. put it right there in the middle. And let's see if we can find some yellow ones. So stuff like that. So here's a yellow one. I don't really like this shade of yellow, but I could click on see more like this and find maybe more. Yeah, this could work. Let me see. I'm going to set this image as background. Yeah, this is not too bad. Let's try another one yet. Maybe some more contrast, maybe with red, something like this. Replace the background. Okay, it's a bit aggressive, but you start to get the point. So I'm liking these pattern backgrounds right here. And obviously you can go and search for more. I think the green one is the one that I prefer so far. But yeah, I mean, you can really play around with them. Replace the background. Yeah, I think this brand looks nice with this sort of background applied to them. Mostly, yeah, these types of colors, they work well. Yeah, I'm happy with this. This will definitely stay in my mood board. And you can go more, like you can find more, not just like sunbeam kind of pattern, but I would say let's try pastel, abstract background pattern. Yeah, let's just search for that. And no, maybe pastel is not the right word. Abstract background, abstract pattern background. Let's add fun. Okay, so I can see a few different things here. I'm just going to copy my page here, delete the background and try something else like these lines, for example. This could work, but you know, it's really up to you. You need to find a style that matches your main characters. Okay, so these cute guys right here. Where was my line thingy? Here. I'm gonna click one last time on the three little dots and see more like this. So I can find a bit more of these. So you could play around, like try the dots, for example. Let's see how it would go with the dots. Replace the background, not so well. Just gonna Control Z that, delete this. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, but you guys understand where I'm going with this. So it's really a question of finding the right keywords right here in the Canva search box under your elements. And then once you find something that you like, for me, it was this background right here, click on the three little dots, see more, and then you have all of a sudden many more of the same. So basically Canva works as a rabbit hole. You just can find more and more and more of the same thing. Okay. So just explore, have some fun with it, and don't forget to gather all of that information on your document, on your mood board, because this is going to be crucial when it comes to prompting the AI, ChatGPT here, for instance, in order to get that prompt that will allow me to reproduce something similar with an image generator.